Mudashiru Obasa has been reinstated as the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly at an emergency plenary held by the lawmakers on Monday. The re-emergence of Obasa followed the resignation of Mojisola Miranda, who was unanimously chosen by her colleagues on January 13 following Obasa's removal. Arise Chief Correspondent Tokunbo Oyetunji has the details.
Monday morning at Alausa, the Lagos seat of power. Like it has been in the past days, there is improved security presence around the entrance to the State House of Assembly that has been rocked with a leadership crisis for weeks. A thorough check of movement into the place by security personnel and even outright restrictions of access, including to journalists. The reason? A plenary of the House is about to be conducted to resolve the lingering crisis.
I don't know you.
After some hours of restriction, reasons prevail and journalists are allowed into the premises. Inside, engagements and consultations by the lawmakers are ongoing to further solidify the agreements already reached through the intervention of the All Progressives Congress, the party that has control of the House. The state APC leaders also join in to conduct another round of discussions, which has the Speaker Mojisola Miranda, Mr. Mudashiru Obasa, and a few of their colleagues in attendance. Satisfied that every arrangement is in place, the lawmakers move into the chamber for the emergency plenary as the House is called to order. Straight to business, the plenary takes off as members take time to eulogize the Speaker for her leadership qualities and how she has been able to manage the crisis, and also noting the intervention of the party hierarchy.
Everybody love you. Madam Speaker, we appreciate you.
Some of the submissions are frank.
We are not afraid. You can damn the consequence. And that will be too bad for Lagos State. Lagos is the center of excellence. You listen to the party, you listen to the intention of the leadership, and you are willing to let go. I commend you.
We stood together as one against adversity. You gave us strength. You didn't ask for this. You were a victim of circumstance.
And some emotional.
Right Honorable Speaker, this afternoon I rise to congratulate you. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your sacrifice for the state.
As the proceedings progress, it becomes clear that some of the actions carried out on January 13, which led to the emergence of Miranda as Speaker, will be undone, and almost immediately it starts to happen. First is the Deputy Chief Whip announcing his intention to resign.
I'm sending to the conference one. Hereby tender my resignation as Deputy Chief of the Noble Lagos State House of Assembly.
Other principal officers, including the Chief Whip, Deputy Majority Leader, and the Deputy Speaker, all follow, stating their intentions to step aside. Then, the big one, Mrs. Miranda gives a speech where she also announces her resignation as a sacrifice to resolve the leadership tussle.
I am not a quitter. However, I took the above decision in order to save this legislative institution from further unnecessary conflict and embarrassment. Accordingly, and in deference to the distance of our esteemed political leaders, I have agreed to yet again make a personal sacrifice by stepping down as the Speaker of this great assembly.
Almost immediately, all the vacant posts are filled as the situation returns to almost as it was before the January 13th development, except for the position of Majority Leader occupied by Temitope Adedeji of Alimosho Constituency 1. Mrs. Miranda is sworn in again as Deputy Speaker.
I,
Right Honorable Mudashiru Miranda, do solemnly swear.
Then, the vacant position of the Speaker is announced and Mr. Obasa is nominated without any counter-nomination.
Nomination for the post of the Speaker as the seat is now vacant.
I, Mudashiru Obasa, solemnly swear that in the service.
And that is how Mr. Mudashiru Obasa of Agege Constituency 1 returns as Speaker of the Lagos House of Assembly.
We want to assure Lagosians that for us we have resolved and determined to serve their interests and protect their interests always. Our major responsibility is to represent them, and that we have been doing. All in favor say aye. Aye. Those against nay, the ayes have it. This House stands adjourned, Synod, I rise.
And so the House adjourns as Mr. Obasa has his first hit of the gavel officially as Lagos Speaker after being absent from that seat for 49 days. But the question really is the storm created by the leadership crisis in the House truly over? Adokumbo, Oyetunji, Arise News, Lagos.
Joining us now is Yakubu Eleto, a lawyer and member of the Lagos Renaissance Group. Good morning, Mr. Eleto, and thank you so much for joining us today on the morning show. Just go straight in. The Renaissance Group, maybe where do you stand? We've seen the action play out in the Lagos State House of Assembly. Miranda is out, at least she's now back to being Deputy Speaker. Obasa is back. Your take on this?
Well, to us as a group, we see the entire thing that happened yesterday as a shame on the most populous assembly in the sub-Saharan Africa, where some members of the House, more than two-thirds majority, removed a speaker on the ground of misconduct, on the ground of high-handedness, on the ground of lack of respect to fellow colleagues in the parliament, and was removed unanimously, fulfilling all the conditions as laid down in the Constitution. Yet, such house will still come back and what? And swallow its own vomit and say that we are no longer, that the speaker that was unanimously elected will now resign, and the speaker that was removed, that same speaker tested his popularity in the House by trying to force his way into the parliament. He went there hoping that the honorables will join him, that only 4 members sat with him on that day. That was the height of it. And it's a pure desecration of the parliament. He sat and he said the enjoined sign down. And he even went to say that it was even the speaker. Challenge, meaning that what 2 speakers emerged in the state. But what we are, as a group, we see what happened yesterday. In fact, I was moved to tears where I had to abandon everything I was doing. That how could that be? That Miranda will resign and not even another person emerged. The same person that the House said that was a disappointment to the House will now be announced again as Speaker of the House. It was a show of shame to us as a group.
So you call it a show of shame.
Yes.
But I call it Baba Sokpe Krisi. So, you know, before you came on here, I was singing a song. It's a Yoruba song. What it means is, there's nothing you can do about it. Because even you people calling yourself the Renaissance Group enjoy the same hegemony in Lagos. That's your bona fide. So today is as if you are trying to go against the Baba Sokpe Krisi, which you've been roundly crushed and roundly beaten, and he's asserted his authority. So why do you feel ashamed now?
As far as we are concerned, we are not aware of Baba Sokpe. I'm sure the Baba was there, or whoever you equally identify as the Baba when the speaker was removed.
Yeah, but
no. The Baba was there. The Baba was there before
But after the speaker was removed...
Obasa was there before January 13th.
No, after the speaker was removed...
That's to show that...
What is it called? The consensus was, we'll bring Obasa back. I had gotten intel that Obasa was going to be brought back because the powers that be said they wanted him back. And they've succeeded.
Irrespective of whatever, the fact that January 13, Obasa was unanimously removed, that Obasa was even sweating like Christmas goats, moving up and down, rocking the boat, finding every means of getting himself back to show that it's not the issue of Obasa. But the only disappointment that we had was that they lean everything behind the party, that because of party supremacy, that they have to find a way of saving his political career, that he has served the house for close to a decade, and that the only thing they can do for him is to allow him come back, resign. To us, that is the height of the disappointment that we have as a group. That is a shame. And so we as Lagos indigenes, because the Renaissance is a socio-cultural group that we believe that indigenes in Lagos State have been deeply marginalized, that we are not at the ends of affairs in the state. The governor, not from Lagos, deputy, not from Lagos, the speaker. And that was where we became jubilant. When Miranda...
Is party supremacy not Baba Sokwe?
Party supremacy.
Is it not another name for Baba Sokwe?
When you say Baba Sokwe, I don't have any issue with Baba Sokwe. What we are saying is that what happened yesterday, why we became jubilant about Miranda was that Miranda is at least is from Lagos, not even from Lagos, from the royal blood runs in her. We believe that it's going to balance our hue and cry for some time.
Mr. Eleto,
that indigenous in Lagos State have been marginalized.
Let me ask you two questions, roll into one very quickly. Number one is this. You say you're disappointed at these speakers, but you also say they stood up in January 13. Moving forward, do you have a different means of evaluating the people you support as politicians, either as speakers, governor, or anything? Then the other thing is your group is interested in the marginalization of Lagosians. Do you have a different vision for Lagos, or you just want to be at the ends of affair? Are you just interested in taking position, or do you have a different view of Lagos?
Well, we are not. We have a very different view. That from 1999 till date, if you are going to evaluate the amount of money that this state is making, we are not supposed to be here, and everybody will agree with us that if we look at the amount Lagos State generates in terms of internally generated revenue, and if this money is spent judicious in actually for the development of this state, of course, we are not going to be here. So as a group, and we believe that one of the reasons that is causing this underdevelopment of the state is because most people who are administering our revenue, they are not from this state. They pack the money from this state and take it to their home state to develop. One of the closest example is Senator Olamide Konyayi, who was 3 times senator in Lagos West. While he was in Lagos West, he was busy developing Ogun West. I don't know, even in his third term, he was in Lagos West here. He abandoned.
Do you have proof for that?
He abandoned. No, of course, all the even. I'm going to even say this. When Federal Polytechnic Ilaro was going to be upgraded to university, who moved the motion in the house? It is the same Lagos West senator. And did not even move motion that I don't know College of Education, who is even in his constituency, should be upgraded to university. But he moved motion that Federal Polytechnic Ilaro should be upgraded to university. What is his business with Ilaro when he was actually representing Lagos State? So what we are saying is that
your position is very clear.
So what we are saying is that Lagos State will have developed more than this if we have indigenous, true Lagosians at the end of affairs.
As we wrap up, what you're saying is you want the indigenes to take over Lagos.
Let the indigenous take over the state. It is constitutional. We are not just sentimental, because indigenous are the indigenous of Edo are those controlling the affairs in Edo State.
Okay.
Indigenous of Kwara are the ones in Kwara. Why not the indigenous of Lagos State?
Indigenous of where are the ones controlling the affairs in Lagos?
Mostly we have mostly from Osun and Ogun. And that's why we say Akonde, we have the gods to come to Lagos and resolve political issues. So when they have unresolved political issues in their state, the same thing with Shegun Oshoba, and I know a lot of them. What is happening to our own elders in the state? Can they resolve issues in the state? We have just been seen as what? As second-class citizens in our state. That we don't have any voice of our own, that we are captured, that we are slaves, and we have been colonized already. So that's why we are saying that enough is enough. In 2027, give us governor, deputy, speaker, secretary to the state government, head of service, and see whether within 4 years we will not develop this state like Dubai.
So, thank you so much, Yakubu Eleto Ekweto.